it's okay. And I'll get 2 for 1 pot. So that, I think that's gonna work out. Yay! So cool. I did pot some raspberry, some rosemary. I got this from the store and then I kept it in water for a good couple of weeks. I didn't see any roots, but I think that was good for it to just soak it for a while. And now I've got them here, they're in the shade. I love plants so much. So the other day I did some, hi kitty. I shelled some peas, and it's so weird, like this is what they look like. The ones that I saved last year were actually like green, but a lot smaller. But I let them get real big, and then I just threw them over here in a pile, and finally got to them. They just sat out here. Same with these are okra. So I just broke this open, and there's tons of seeds in there. Can't break it with one hand. So I have okra for life, and then I have some sunflower seeds, and these are the multi-heading sunflowers. So let me get out here. This one died because I left it out. The purple heart will be okay, but the fern is mad at me. It's such a pretty day. Right. I'm not sure what I'm going to get into or how much filming is going to get done, but I've got my hat on. I feel the sun on my skin. And I hope you get some of this weather soon because I just love it. It is stunning today. Dogs are happy. So anyway, I know this looks like a mess. There's cardboard. There's tile that I had for little walkways in here. Leave the cat alone. Stop. Wood pieces. Another really big wood piece. So this is all just to hold the cardboard down, to hold the weeds down. And I also took out all the strawberries that were in here. I mean, I took a lot of them out. I really did. And they're still under there though. So I'm going to plant what I want in the spaces that I open up, but I need to leave most of this covered because the strawberries will come back and take over everything. And these strawberries have been here for like 5 years, so most of them are pretty much done. They're not putting out big strawberries. So I don't want strawberries here anymore. And this is where they started, and it'll always be amazing, but no more strawberries here. I've got strawberries out there, and I've got some over there. And I did put some walking onions in here, so these will multiply. They're already starting to. And that's the plan, is kind of like open up a small space, put something purposefully, and then mulch all around it so that it's not weedy, because this gets so weedy too. And there's a daffodil. So I'm going to plant some marigold seeds that I saved from last year, or maybe the year before. I'm always popping the flowers off of the marigolds. They get so big. So I'm going to put it right here in my border. And the cool thing about marigolds is I can plant a whole bunch right here, and then when they come out, I can just pop them out and move them, and they do fine with that. So when you buy them at the store and they're just like a small plant, you plant it, it doesn't get very big, but when you start from seed, these get massive. And they're good for keeping pests away, so they're good to have on your border. They smell strong to the pests, but they don't smell bad to me. I'm just going to plant a bunch of them, actually. hopefully you can see this. Just gonna loosen, grab a seed head, open it up, and then just sprinkle those all right here. And just kind of, they don't have to be too deep planted at all. There's a lot of weeds through here. So yeah, I'm gonna plant just little spots like that. Delicious super juice. You know, just weeds in a bucket with water, but it sat a little longer. Like I said, I shouldn't let it sit too long. Well, I did. It smells bad. The plants like it, but it's probably going to bring the dogs about. But yeah, from this patch right here, like this is basically the size of one bush. That whole area, a bush is going to grow that big, a marigold bush. But I planted them all right there so I can come and take the ones that grow and leave just a few and put them all around the border. So plant once and then fill your whole border. Maybe plant twice if you're nervous about your seed quality. But yeah, this is the way I started. I love it. It is hot. Like, I'm definitely sitting right in the sun, and I was working in the sun, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot what it's like to be hot. So it's making me think again about the pool. Of course, the kids were like, of course we're having a pool. My teenager was like, well, I don't really swim that much anymore, but he will. But I'm loving this weather. I gotta go inside and get myself together, get something in my tummy before I work again. But I'm thankful for this time to be in the garden. Like, that has been my goal for the last 5 years since I quit, you know, going to work in a normal job. I started teaching online and doing other stuff and just not having a 9-to-5 so I could be here more. And my garden has really, it's taken some time, but it's really come a long way. So I think it's so important to take that minute to look back and be like, wow. You know, it's because I'm always like, I need more. I don't have enough space for all these things. And I'm like, look how much you do have, though. Look how much you've learned in the last 5 years about growing and just had time to be home. There's a bug on me. Just to be here and feel the peace of living out here. Because living really rurally, like everything is at least 20 minutes away. It's a lot sometimes. Like, I had to drive my son an hour to his friend's house yesterday, and then it's an hour back. And we have to pick him up today, you know. So, anyways, it's good to be able to enjoy the reason you live in the country. So, thanks for watching. I'm actually going to be sweating in February, which is awesome, and it's Pisces season. Yes. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed hanging out today, and I'm still in awe that people want to watch me garden and listen to me talk about gardening. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye. I ended up planting those marigolds and then some zinnias just on the other side of the onions over there. So that's all I really did besides water the flowers that I started out there. I threw in some cosmos and some zinnias out there the other day, leaving a space for the cucumbers, and then the middle is completely free for tomatoes. So that's it for now. It's hot.